I have begun my exploration of Abruzzo, a rustic area of Italy's south-central region that takes you back in time. From ancient fishing structures turned culinary destinations to rocky mountain caves that sheltered spirituality and sweet little towns packed with history, this is definitely a side of Italy you've never seen. Join us in the second part of this journey through Abruzzo, traveling to Pacentro and Scanno, some of Italy's most beautiful towns. Only 2 hours away from Rome, it's hard to imagine how the rustic region of Abruzzo has been kept a secret for so long. I made my way to one of Abruzzo's hill towns, which is on the list of Italy's most beautiful villages.
Well, I'm on my way to Pacentro, and this tight and twisty roads is just right for this car.
The Audi Q2's light, responsive steering helps maneuver through tight spaces, so cornering feels solid. It's a lot of fun to drive through bends and turns, and with this compact size, I think it's the best car to take when exploring the narrow streets of old towns.
We're going up to 700 meters.
Perched on a couple of hills, Pacentro overlooks the Peligna Valley with incredible views of the surrounding mountains. And from below, I'm sure the view of its medieval castle's imposing towers is a sight to behold. Being on a strategic location, the town had to be protected, so a castle was built over its hilltop. Today, 3 of the Castello Caldora's 4 towers remain intact. A fourth tower that makes up Pacentro's medieval skyline is the bell tower of the Santa Maria della Misericordia. Its gleaming white facade is made of stone from the Maiella Mountains. Inside, we find beautiful examples of religious images by Pacentro's artisans. Its oldest church, the small church of San Marcello, still has its 11th century fresco displayed in front. Francesco Pallozzi, a fellow aviator, introduced me to his uncle Fernando, a medical doctor and the former mayor of Pacentro, who shows me around his charming town.
This is the municipal house,
Oh, this one, right there, yes.
old house.
I see. So,
For 15 years, my second house.
I see. And you can stay here, you live here.
Yes.
So you were mayor here for 15 years. It's a nice town you have.
Yes, nice town. It's a little town, but beautiful town.
Very nice houses.
See,
All original.
original, yes. The Borghi. Borghi is the old
Towns
country.
of Italy.
Beautiful, okay? And Pacentro is one of 20 Borg in Italy.
So only 20. How many people here?
The last years ago, 4 or 5,000 people.
Nice.
After immigration in the world,
Yeah.
Australia, America, Canada, 1,000, 1,000.
Oh, 1,000 only. Oh, very few people.
Yes.
So you know almost everybody.
But perhaps some of its most famous residents are the people who live in this house. pop star Madonna's grandparents.
So, the house of grandfather of Madonna. Ooh. But is anyone living here?
This is the second cousin Madonna live here.
I see.
Fernando told us of the tragedy that befell Abruzzo in 2009 and how Madonna pledged to help the town.
30 years ago, in Abruzzo,
Yes.
happened the terremoto. Come si dice terremoto?
Earthquake.
Madonna called me because
Mayor.
ha dato, come si dice, ha offerto
Wow.
$500,000, $500,000 for Croce Rossa International.
Red Cross. See.
Pacentro has many treasures, and one of them happens to belong to Fernando's sister, Teresa, and her husband, Carmine, at the heart of town. Housed in a 16th century building, the Taverna della Caldora is an award-winning restaurant, gathering accolades in Italy's slow food movement. The restaurant proudly serves traditional regional cuisine, along with the famous Montepulciano di Abruzzo, some of which are produced in the family's vineyard.
So, Margarita, this is one of Paolo's wines,
Yeah, it's the first Paulus wine, biological wine. Yeah.
which
Got
means...
no sulfites,
Yes.
no chemical things.
No chemicals at all. Wow.
Natural.
Very interesting. Yes, please. Nice. Wow. How do you say it in Italian? Perfecto.
Perfecto.
Perfecto. I have to tell Francesco about this. Thank you very much.
Abruzzese food truly reflects the culture and bounty of the land. The pure water that comes from the mountains and the abundant grain of the fields gave rise to the excellent bread and pasta dishes. They even have a unique way of cutting the fresh pasta.
They use the guitar strings to cut it. That's why it's called chitara. Okay, let me try it. Very light. But I think I like to put just a little bit more of olive oil. The olive oil is perfect.
Of course, because of their rich pastoral tradition, meat is the star of the Il Secondo. Lamb chops being my favorite, I just had to try the traditional way of preparing it.
Very nice flavor. The meat itself is good. They pair it with some vegetables, just simple boiled vegetables. They say that Abruzzese dishes are made out of love and passion. Very simple, not too many spices or sauces or whatever. I think this one is just a sprinkle of little salt, and it's actually perfect.
After that amazing lunch, I got to chat with the restaurant's third-generation owner, Carmine Cercone, accompanied by his neighbor, Maria McKay, who has made Pacentro her new home.
The restaurant was born 15 years ago in 1971 with my father and my mother. And then I and my wife in 1980, 1980. 1918.
Do you cook yourself?
Yeah, my wife is the cooker.
Oh, I
I
see.
think only for service in the room.
So living here is something that is very unique.
You live here with the nature. You live here with a good person. She loves Pacentro for this question, and so we won't stay here.
We love Pacentro also.
Yes.
Maybe we'll stay here just like you.
Well, maybe, it's a wonderful place. We love here because we lived in Scotland in the heavy days. And what we find here that's very similar, we eat good food.
The Abruzzo cuisine born from natural herbs and is a traditional cuisine. Very important ricetta, come si dice una ricetta?
Recipes.
Ricetta
Traditional
from,
recipes.
from here, from 5, 15, 1800 years ago.
And everybody knows how to cook, from, there's not a lot of ingredients, if there's not a lot to go around, people can make the most wonderful dishes.
Because they're all fresh.
Yes,
fresh
it's
meat.
fresh, yes.
Fresh vegetable.
I don't cook very well, very simply, but somebody can come to our house and unexpectedly, and you can say, well, I've got some olive oil, I've got some garlic, I've got some cheese,
And bread.
I've got some pasta and some bread, and I can make a dinner.
Great.
Perhaps that is the magic of this place. Its ability to transform the humblest of ingredients into the most delicious feast. Enough to make you decide to stay for the rest of your life. Up next, I continue to explore the small towns perched on the peaks of Abruzzo, making my way to Scanno, getting a closer look at a unique culture that has thrived in isolation for thousands of years.